Last year, um, late last year in 2023, I can remember calling someone to see if a bill was being paid. Because I don't like my bills being behind. So I wanted to ensure when I made this phone call that this service I was participating in, I won't say what and name who because I don't want this to be a big deal, was being paid. And what happens is I get a lecture about how I wasn't acting a certain way, despite the fact that I recall leaving a text message saying the reason I couldn't participate. And because I liked having my bills paid on time, that bill pay turned into a lecture. And I have a bad temper and came close to cursing the person out and hanging up the phone. I was supremely proud of myself because I really need to stop using swear words. And the old me would have flipped out on the person and been done with it, but I didn't. I've come to this, so I won't say stoicism because I don't know if you can be stoic and believe in God. I've come to the conclusion because I made this video about that conclusion that response or the ability to not respond is an art. Because some people will sit and they will push your absolute buttons and they think this stuff is cute and they think this stuff is funny and they like to sit there and pry and mess with you. Or they think because you're weak. Because in the situation I was in last year, these people got it in their head that I'm a shy, quiet person. No, I just don't do confrontation for confrontation's sake. But you can get that smoke. I'm not saying I don't still have a temper. I've learned to control it. Because if I want to have a spiritual relationship with God, I had to get the meekness and learn to control it. My thing was, I don't like the idea of arguing with you over something stupid. And it occurred to me that these people are argumentative, that they're passionate about what they do and they don't mind engaging you in an argument that you did not ask to be in. My personality is if I can avoid stupid arguments, because there's such thing as a stupid argument, then I'm going to avoid that stupid argument, right? The thing about that situation is that I pat myself on the back, though I shouldn't, because the old me would have cussed that person out and that would have been the end of it. And my solution was, when they called me from now on, I'll just text them back, not answer my phone. Because if I do call you to ask a legitimate question and your response is to lecture me like a child, I'm a grown woman who pay my own bills. I had already previously told these people why the situation with me was the way it was. So the last thing I need when I call you to ask if this bill was being paid is to give me a lecture. You're not my mother. So I'm not mad about that situation anymore. I know my voice changed a little bit. I'm not mad. I'm using this as a cautionary tale and an example to any of you listening, okay? Don't let people upset you, because what that person did in that situation is that they assume I'm shy and that they can snap on me to get me to act the way they thought I should have acted. But I was never going to do that. Pardon my cat, because she's in one of her moods today and she's starting to tick me off. But the thing about it is that I'm looking online and people are coming and clapping back and giving responses to people over minor things these people say about them. Why? This is why I say that responsiveness to something is an art. If you reasonably know that person's lying, if you see it as salacious gossip and is not ruining your life, not ruining your brand, don't respond. We all have a past, because sometimes when you respond to the public, they're not going to like your answer even when you're telling the truth. Now, don't get it twisted. When you know you're in the wrong, whether you respond or not, you've still already made people mad. But I'm seeing this across all races and genders, where somebody will say something, and then in response, other people will just continue to clap back at them. You're giving them your energy, because some of this clap back that you're giving, you're playing into that person's already perceived hatred or jealousy of you. Y'all gotta know when to stop responding in these streets. We all have a past. We've all done things we had no business doing. And when you continue to respond, that person's gonna continue to do that. It's like energy, right? That person's feeding off of getting you riled up. That's all that is. This was going to be a quick rant, because until my husband gets home from work, she ain't going to knock this stuff off, and she's starting to tick me off. But here's the thing, okay? To respond or not to respond is an art. And once everybody's name will be a brand in the future, whether you want to know that or not and don't want to be online. If you don't want to participate in it, I respect you, because this online stuff is for the birds, to be honest. You need to start to see your name as a brand. And if indeed you see yourself as a brand, start to take every situation bit by bit and know when and when not to respond. All right. This has been a short one. Thank you all. Have a good day.